Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about what I think is going to happen in Murder Drones Episode 3 based on the Murder Drones Season 1 trailer. I know Glitch Production released the Murder Drones Season 1 trailer 2 months ago, but it highlights the most important moments that are placed in Episode 3. Here are the characters and moments I'm going to start off talking about all together. Number 1. En is slowly realizing what's happening with Uzi. In the first scene, when we hear En talking, he says, "We can't interact with the workers anymore, V. We're too dangerous." However, when he says we, I think he's mainly talking about Uzi. In episode 1 and 2, it's clearly shown that En doesn't know what's happening to Uzi, except for her eyes glitching and En giving it a nickname for it called Special Eye. At the end of episode 2, En and Uzi's friendship shattered into pieces, making Uzi develop trust issues about En, while En desperately looks at Uzi with sorrow as he leaves and walks to the spaceship alone. We see him sitting and V getting mad at him, but in a blink of an eye, something just hits her and guilt flashes upon her face. It might seem crazy if I say this, but I think V is actually the one who recommends En to go check up on Uzi in episode 3. After all, it's like V already knows what's happening to Uzi, and I feel like V actually does know the absolute solver symbol and what it does. I think in episode 3, what happens is when V recommends En to go check up on Uzi, En denies what V says. Something's up with Uzi and gets confused. V asks how En and Uzi met each other and why they're teaming up. En finally tells V how he feels like shit and tells about Jay and that how he hates her, and also tells her that Uzi killed him with her railgun, and about why they're teaming up and all that stuff. And in another scene in the trailer, we hear En yelling at V and saying,
"I don't know what you're talking about because you won't tell me! What are you so afraid of?"
Now, never in the Murder Drones history have we seen En yell or raise his voice, but this is related to the story or theory I'm saying anyways. When En asks what's happening or what's wrong with Uzi, V ignores his question like it never existed and laughs about what En has told her about Uzi, Jay, and how Uzi and met and etc. En has enough of how people treat him and wants to know what's happening with Uzi. So he starts shouting and saying, "I don't know what you're talking about because you won't tell me. What are you so afraid of?" When En realizes he was angry, he immediately apologizes and leaves the spaceship to find Uzi. When he enters the doors or colony, something even more shocking happens. Remember the picture Glitch Productions posted on Twitter, which seemed to be a robot hand chopped off with a knife? They also added that to the same scene En was shouting. Well, that wasn't a coincidence. It is what En saw. When En opens the doors, he couldn't believe what he just saw. His jaws drop open, his eyes contract, and is traumatized of what he sees. He sees Uzi infected with the absolute solver and a knife stab through a hand. He also sees Uzi laughing manically or maniacally, I don't know. By the way, at the end of Murder Drone Season 1 trailer, we all see Uzi in her prom dress, which mentions that when she turns into a murder drone or whatever, it's in episode 3, which Liam admitted, which is the prom episode. And what it shows us next in the next scene is that Uzi stares at her hand and we see her mouth. Do I even need to explain? She's hungry for oil. And in episode 3 is probably when Uzi turns into murder drones and etc. We don't know yet how her body is physically going to change into a murder drone, but Absolute Solver will probably have something to do about this. They will probably show us Uzi drinking the oil in episode 4, probably because in the trailer it really seems that it cuts off, you know? Okay, number 2. The new murder drone spaceships. I know we're probably going to see these spaceships in future episodes or at the very, very end at episode 3 and the spaceships landing at Copper 9 and stuff. But at the end of episode 1, when Uzi laughs, it zooms out of Copper 9 and we see 3 spaceships. Well, these aren't any normal spaceships. They're murder drone spaceships. I'm guessing when N, Uzi, and V actually do arrive at Earth, these spaceships will land at Copper 9. But there is one question that is still unanswered. At the beginning of episode 2, we see Tessa bring an unnamed drone with her. I personally don't think she's in one of these spaceships, mainly because it seems to be an N's fourth squad member. And when Jay said another one, it just proves my point even more. But honestly, comment to what you think. I've seen some more theories about this unnamed drone being Uzi's mom. I'm not buying that though. I'm really curious about what you guys think and about this unnamed drone. I say it might even be N's sister, especially since they both have the same small smile, same fringe or bangs, and how N seems to really know her. What mostly happened to the fourth squad member and if she's still alive is a good question that is still unanswered and needs to be answered too. Comment what you guys think. And most of all, is she at Earth? Is she at Copper 9? We don't even know if she's here or not. Number 3. V and Doll are the antagonists for episode 3. Well, this one isn't really accurate, but it has a high chance of happening in episode 3. Well, at the beginning, when Uzi's eye glitches and V realizes something's wrong with her and comments weird and concerning, indicate she has seen something like this before. Maybe she has seen Doll's eyes glitching and her using absolute silver magic or something. And most of all, why does Doll have a picture of V? And if Doll even went close to V, V right off the bat would have killed her. My prediction is that Doll was using the powers from Absolute Solver to prove to V that she is worth living for, and why Doll can help V. So she took a picture of V to maybe remember her meet up and something. I know this one's really short, but I don't know, but we also really haven't seen Doll speak as much. We have heard her line saying that I watched my parents die, saying it with no emotion and stuff, just making herself more suspicious. And some say that maybe V killed Doll's parents and then Doll is planning out for revenge and stuff. Some say that V might even die in episode 3. And then in this scene in the trailer, it also says
Yes.
You didn't have to see this.
makes it really creepy, but it's a lot of things to suck it up, and I don't even know which one's right or wrong. I'm guessing that one of these will actually happen in future episodes or in episode 2, but I really want to know what you guys think. So comment what you think, please, if that's okay, if you're okay with it. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if it was kind of shorter than what you expected, but I really hope you enjoyed it. Bye.